Hola, ¿cómo están? Somebody asked me in class to explain the acentos, and I didn't want to spend time in the class, so I decided to make a short video just to review what you learned in 101. So let's talk about los acentos. Let's put this, and this is again versión Laurita. It's not the way many teachers teach this, but it's, I think, a simplification. Think in regla número uno and regla número dos. That's all you need to remember. There are two natural rules. After that, everything is not natural and requires acento ortográfico. Regla número uno. En la regla número uno, everything that ends in a, e, I, o, u, n, or s, all those words are in la regla número uno. Now, I want you to remember that the words in Spanish, the syllables in Spanish, we count them from the last to the first, all right? So you're counting, for example, quesadilla, quesadilla. The first one is ya, D es the número dos, sa es número tres, and que es número cuatro. All right, so we count the syllables from the last to the first. Rule number one are the words ending in one of these letters. So when do you put the natural stress? The natural stress in rule number one is on the second to the last sílaba. So sílaba número dos. That's a natural stress. That is where you put the stress, ¿sí? En la palabra, por ejemplo, perro, taco, quesadilla, rancho, encinitas. I don't need to put an orthographic um, stress or accent because this is the natural stress. This is where the natural stress goes. So again, rule number one are the words ending in a, e, I, o, u, n, or s. So everything that doesn't follow the rule, the natural rule number one, then needs an accent. For example, composición. I'm stressing, see, I'm making an effort, no, it's not natural to stress the sion, sílaba, the last sílaba. Then, doesn't respect the rule, it needs an orthographic change. Mirándolo, here is when you add one sílaba, see, lo, it should be the do where it's natural stress, mirándolo, but mirándolo is not a word, it's mirándolo. I'm dropping two syllables, is not respecting the natural rule number one. The rule number two is any other ending, all the consonants plus not including N or S because those are in rule number one. So here are some examples of the rule number two. So you tell me, where does this natural stress? And think when you say it. Personal, caminar, comprar, popular, cartel, comercial, tradicional, azul, hospital, videoclip. So you got it. Where does the stress naturally go? It goes in the last sílaba or sílaba número uno. Is the last sílaba, and that's where the natural stress goes. Therefore, if it doesn't respect, if the word ends in an R, in an L, or in an X, and it doesn't respect the rule of the last syllable accentuation, then you need to put the graphic accent. So here we have some natural and not natural words, and you can see that the natural stress, see, any of these words don't need acento because they are naturally stress. Almorzar, stress on the last sílaba. Almuerzo, second to the last, because it's rule number 1. Perro, second to the last, because it's rule number 1. Now the no natural words are all the ones that, see, are stressed in the third syllable because there is no natural stress in the third syllable to the last. So you always need an acento. So think about it. It's just about hearing these words in your cabeza. If you're dropping, and I cannot see those two words, if you're dropping 2 syllables, always you will have to put acento. All right? Like en lámpara. Y en corazón, it ends in an on, and you're stressing the last syllable. Corazón. And that's not natural. So you need to put the acento. I hope this helps. Watch this as many times as you need. Es rule número 1, rule número 2. Regla número 1, regla número 2. Regla número 1 are the words that end in vocal, N or S. Regla número 2 are all the rest of the words. Regla número 1 es natural stress en sílaba número 2. Regla número 2 es natural stress en sílaba número 1, which is the last one. Okay, I hope this helps. Adiós.